Right, so welcome to the Ministry in this special game today. Keith's brought his Black Templars and his Guard, and I've brought some Orks as a quick look there. We're going to recreate a bit of Helsreach. So we just fancy doing something different. Keith was in the tournament, the NEO recently, did really well. But I think competitive seeped out over a little bit. We just want a full game. So what we're going to do for this map, Keith set this up there, so there's obviously, this is the last bastion, the last hope. And he's got Grimaluds and stuff will go over his list. So the Guard and the Marines are going to be setting up in here, and the Orks are going to have a 6-inch all the way around. And basically it's going to be a fight to the death. So we're going to do 5 turns, potentially 6 or 7. Keith's got to survive, that's what he's got to do. Fend off, if he can, kill the Ork war boss, the head of the snake, cut it off. And the Orks have got to muller and absolutely mutilate everybody. So with that, we're going to do, well, you haven't got any Sagers, you haven't got any Guard Sagers, have you? I haven't got any Sagers, so that's quite good. Obviously we'll not be drawing Maelstrom cards, it's just going to be a straight up kill fest. There's not going to be any Slater Warlords or anything like that, just dragon rates if you can. So with that, what we'll do, we'll go into the Orks because I'm here. So we've got 2 battalions, so heading it up. Obviously the idea of Helsreach is Thracker was an Armageddon and he's brought loads of clans together. So we've represented that with some different colours, but we're going to keep them all as a single clan. We're going to go Goths, because that's Thracker's boys really. So these guys will be getting an extra hit when they shoot on a 6, and an extra hit when they hit in combat on a 6. Keeps it simple. So we haven't got Thracker today, but the war boss is going to be the Thracker model. So it's a war boss in mega armour with a lucky stick is going to be his relic. So he's re-rolling field hits and wounds for him, and then he characters within 6. The shooter and the power claw is his weapons, and his warlord trait is might is right. So I don't see the point personally in the Goth one because it's only +1 attack, and then the basic one, might is right, is +1 strength and +1 attack. So makes sense to give him an extra strength if he can. So he'll be base strength 7, strength 14 with a claw. So going into troops, we've got a unit of 20 boys, Nob with a power claw, and they've got 2 big shooters in there. So there's 23 altogether. Oh no, that's a 30, sorry. So there's 30 with 3 in the Nob and 3 tank buster bombs. There's a 20 with 2 big shooters, Nob with power claw, 2 tank buster bombs. There's another 30, Nob with power claw, 3 big shooters, 3 tank buster bombs. And then for the 2nd battalion, the troops are, there's another 20, 2 big shooters, 2 tank buster bombs, a Nob with a power claw. And we've got 2 lots of grots, which are probably going to be meat shields today, 2 lots of 15. So the 2nd HQ, got Boss Zagsterk, he's a Goth, so he's coming along, going to bring some Storm Boys. So that's a 2 HQs for that, and the 2 HQs for the 2nd. We've got another War Boss with a Power Claw and a Shooter and an Attack Squig. And then we've got a War Boss and a War Bike with a Power Claw and a Shooter extra, and obviously his dagger guns and things. We're not doing any extra relics, I'm just going to keep the relic on this guy, keep it simple. And then some of the extra units we've got a Bone Breaker on there, so that's got the big death roll at the front. We've got, in the elite slots, we've got 4, I just told you, 4 Mega Nobs, and the leader's got the kill saws, so just shooters apart from that all around. We've got 21 Storm Boys, including a Storm Boy with a Power Fist. Then we've got 10 Tank Busters with a Nob there, and they've got 2 Tank Buster Bombs. I think I might have put an extra one down by accident, we'll have a look. Yeah, there's an extra guy in there, I'll take one out. We've got 10 Burner Boys as well, and they're going to be rocking in trucks with just some shooters on. And then 5 Bikes in the Nob there with a Power Claw, all just normal guys. And last but not least, a Pain Boy with an Orderly, and that was 2,500 points. Let us grab one of these guys so I'm not cheating you, we'll get rid of him. 2,500 points of Orks to do an assault on last Hope, the Bastion of Last Hope. So we'll take a look at Keith's Templars and Guard. Right, look at these bad lads. It's good to see these again, the Templars. I love the Templars. So the idea in this is obviously these guys with a Guard garrison are going to hold out, and Grimaluds is in there. He's in his Terminator armour today, he's beefed up a little bit for this one. So if Keith, do you want to go over your list and we'll see what you've got?
Yeah, the back there's got Landry and Crusader.
Yeah,
as standard.
Yeah, as it is.
2 razor backs, 1 blast cans, 1 with heavy bowlers.
Heavy bowlers, yeah.
And then got mutant command squad guys at the front. Got Grimaluds, or Pain Grimaluds.
Yeah.
Everyone's champion. Captain and Company armour.
Yeah.
And Apothecary.
And this guy's going to be upgraded to a Chapter Master, is that right?
That's right.
And is he rocking Power Sword Stormbolter?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, cool.
This is what you get. We've got a squad in front of that with various different weapons, Power Swords, and Lightning Claws.
Lightning Claws, yeah, very nice.
Crusader squad with sword brethren with power fist and plasma pistol.
Yeah.
And 5 neophytes.
Neophytes, yeah.
Then a squad of 6 with water guns.
Yeah.
And then pretty much the same as the other one. Apart from I've got just a bolt gun, a bolt pistol, sorry, and a chainsaw.
Yeah.
For this brethren.
And it looks like a dev squad, 2 heavy bolters, 2
heavy bolters.
Very nice.
Phenomenal dreadnoughts and
Ironclad?
Ironclad, yeah.
Yes, very cool. Oh, I've not used my Ironclad in ages. I love Ironclad dreads.
Terminators and Thunder Hammers.
Yeah, very nice. Someone have Storm Shields.
Crusaders.
The assault ones as well. Oh, they're going to wreck some stuff.
Hopefully.
Mega Nobs against them could be an epic fight. And then we're going to the Guard.
The other battalion's 5 squads of Guardsmen.
Yeah.
Each with Pulse-Caster, Flamer, and then heavy
weapon squad, yes.
Last cannon, 3 heavy bolters, and a mortar.
And then is it Company Commander? Lord Commissar as well, is it?
Lord Commissar, yeah.
Excellent. Platoon Commander, is it not Company Commander?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Company Commander, yeah. So he's 2 orders, 2 orders. So obviously, you say Grimaluds is the Warlord, he's in charge of the defence.
Yeah.
What's his Warlord trait?
I'll just give him the standard Black Templars one. He can intervene 6 inches.
Alright, well that's pretty good still, because obviously these guys, if they're in the middle, they'll be filling any gaps. So I'm hoping we're coming in waves and then these meaty guys dying and these rush in and it's an epic fight. That's what we're hoping for there. We're looking for a really cool, fun game anyway, so I mean, you always try something weird, like last time there was no command points and that was bizarre. I was ready to put my hair out turn 1 when I needed my command points. But right, we'll get these armies set up then and we'll come back. Just for the game, I think what we might do, because we're at a game club with Rusted Revolver at night, which is really cool, but there can be a bit of extra background noise, so we might like just skip, well, we'll do the dice rolls, but maybe summarise them and stuff like that, just to help with a bit of the noise and stuff. But let's get these armies set up and let's get this battle underway. Okay, the armies are down. The Orks are rocking 12 command points, because what we've done, this boss has made these boys, they're all goths like we said, he's going to make his scar boys. So Keith set up everything by the Terminators. The Terminators with the Thunder Hammers are coming in deep strike to save the day, hopefully. And there's the Centurions are in here. So the Orcs sort of said we'll have to be 9 inches away to make it first. I've said to Keith I think he should go first, that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to be able to seize, because let's face it, if the Orcs are playing a normal game, to get to here with this many boys would be a massive achievement anyway. So the Marines are definitely going to go first. We've got some grots down here, we've got some boys, the war boss down that side. We had to mix it up as well. I said we had to get like a boss on each corner, so this guy's like bossing this flank, that boy's bossing there, we've got Zagstruck's bossing there, and then there's the Baker boss bossing this sort of bit. And I had to have a representation on every table edge to make sure we're surrounded, because otherwise, let's be fair, if I was being gamey, I'd put stuff down here out of sight of las cannons and stuff there, which is just daft. So, I just think Michael's just popped in, so we'll just have a quick look. Looks mad, looks absolutely chaotic. There we go. So Keith, good luck. Going to Templars and Guard, turn 1. After much deliberation, Keith has not moved a single inch. Don't blame him. The shooting phase is about to commence. So we are going to do some shooting now. We're going to start with the Razorback. He's going to go for the boss's truck, yeah, for the Bonebreaker. And the Stormbolter's going to go into the grots as well. Okay, so we'll do the las cannon on camera. We're going to just check to see, because he did upgrade his chapter master and he's got the helm as well, so it's a 9-inch bubble, but he's just out.
Las cannons?
Oh, it's a good start. You've got a lot of command points. I think you've got like, oh, you've got 10 or 9 or something, 9 left.
I've got 8 now.
8, so he's got a las cannon hit. He's looking for a 3 to wound. It does wound. I'm going to be no save, because I'm sure the battle wagon's 4. Actually, I'll double check the Bonebreaker, but I'm pretty sure it's no save. So yeah, he is a 4 up, so it goes straight through, so it's straight to a D6 damage. It's a 4, it's a nice start. Right, so yeah, 3, got a 5 and 6, 5, 6 and 1, so we just, Stormbolter's killed the grot. We're doing the bolter beta rolls as well, so we've got 4 shots, got 3 wounds, actually made 2 saves on a 5 up, because we're in the crater. And like we said, 4 wounds on that, so we're going to move around. We're not going to, Keith's going to say the orders as we do them, because it's just, there's just lots of gods, but yeah, it takes a lot. So where we're going next?
Dreadnought next.
Dreadnought, yeah. 2 missiles into the tank, yeah, 2 single shots. Yeah, is he multi-gun in range? No.
Inches, so.
Okay, so should be just out, so I've got to be more than 9 close. So Hurricane Bolt into the boys, and then 2 missiles into this guy, so he hits on a 3. I think he might be in range to get a reroll. He's millimeters out, but that doesn't need that. There's 6s on those dice, the NEO. So looking for 4s to wound. We've got 1. -2, isn't it, on the missile?
Yeah,
so we're looking for a 6. Oh, gets it, Dean. Whoa, Dino. See, I would have seized.
Ah, you will.
So Hurricane Bolters will do this off camera. He'll be hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s with 12 dice. So his missiles are spent. The Bone Breaker's untouched, and he's knocked down 4 boys. Moving swiftly on. So this guard squad, they're out of range for orders because the orders are going to be on these squads here. They're going to put all guns into the same boy squad and try and thin them out. So again, hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s with the last guns, 3s on this, and rerolling 1. So the heavy bolter. He's got it. Yeah. He's got 1 hit. He'll be wounding on a 3. There is a wound. That's a dead boy because I'm not all in the cover, so we'll knock another boy down. So we're keeping the dead there, so we can see how many we've got.
Should be in range.
Oh, yeah. So we'll do some last gun fire off camera as well and see how many of these boys get knocked out. So they managed to knock a boy down in this squad at the back as well, going same target at this boy squad. So we'll do the heavy bolter on camera again. So 4s to hit, rerolling 1s because they're not moved, and the Cadians, and then 3s to kill. It's another dead boy, and then we'll do some last gun fire. These guards, when have got the shooting goggles on, that's a lot of hits. We're looking for 5s to wound. Just the 1. We're going to save a 6 on this one. Oh, saved. So this squad have got 1st rank, 2nd rank. For the Cadians, they haven't moved, so they'll reroll all misses. The las cannons.
Just once.
Oh,
1st rank, 2nd rank.
Alright, sorry, yeah, I'm thinking of the perimiter. Oh, yeah. So you're basically going to get lots of shots into these boys, and the las cannons going here. And he'd be. That's good, yeah, it's a hit. Looking for a 3. It is a wound on the truck. I'm not going to get any save. So it's D6 damage. It's 4, 5, but it does have ramshackle, so on a 6, that'll knock it down to a 1. No, so it's took 5 damage on that truck. It's half dead. It's a good start. So we'll do all these las cannons and stuff. Las guns. We've got a mix of rapid fire and stuff down here. So basically this squad, but the characters will be putting 24 shots into these guys. We're going to do it off camera. Hitting on 4s, there's no rerolls here apart from 1s because they didn't move for that Cadian, and then they'll be wounding on 5. So hopefully these boys shouldn't be too bad. Fingers crossed. So these guys have done their pistols into them as well, but I think 7 boys dead there. The pistols actually didn't do anything because their last cannons, I think your second half of shots, I think you got 11 out of 12 hits on 4 up. It's sensational. I didn't make any armor saves either, so we've lost a good chunk of boys down there. Which means Keith's got his core left in here now. He's got this Devastator squad. He's still got these guys around here, and of course the Land Raiders yet to speak. So we'll let him have a think whether he starts with the Guard squad or not. So Keith is going to go with the Devastator squad. He's going to put both las cannons into this one, which has got the burners in. And both heavy bolters here. Yeah, he's using the Signum on the las cannons. So one of them's missed, the silver one. He was busy looking at this. Well, he's not even looking that way, to be fair, so it's his fault. It is a wound, no save, so go straight through. Oh, it's going to be enough to blow it up if I don't get a 6. Oh, damn! Thank God this thing was made of ramshackle cardboard and corrugated iron. Just save the tide. Whoosh! Heavy bolters now, though. I think these Ork boys are going to really suffer now. So we're hitting on 3s. I think we're out of range of any buffs and stuff on there. Yeah, he's about 10.5 inches away. Doesn't need them. Doesn't need them. They all hit, and they'll kill on 3s because we're not in cover.
Oh, 3.
Not great. 3. I'm guessing you're probably not using any strats. I think we're going to kill a big shooter boy now as well, because we've lost a lot there now. I think it's 10 altogether. So I don't have a big boys mob nearby to let them lend their leadership. But they're within 6 and I could have took their leadership, etc. But
right, to move on to the next guard squad.
So down this squad here with a mortar. So where are these guys going, Keith?
Mortar's going to fire into here.
Mortar's picking on this unit again, yeah.
And everything else into here.
Yep.
And they've got first rank, second rank as well.
Yeah, first rank, second rank. So those guys, not all of them are being rapid fire, but if they were, that would be 4 shots each. But you will have a chunk of them in rapid fire.
There's none of them, no.
None. Well, anyway, they'll get 2 shots each. So that's decent amount. Yeah, so go for the mortar. So D6 shots on the doodles. Nice. Keith, you're rolling good.
4s for the reroll.
4s, you rolling 1s.
Good job.
You know what? Oh, I was going to say you've been rolling exceptional so far.
So that's
4s to wound. No wounds from the mortars. And then we'll do these las guns. Every time we do las guns off camera, you kill a load of stuff. So let's do las guns off camera. So that's a healthy hit roll. Sure has. You're rolling pretty well a hit with a guard.
3, yeah.
Converting into 3 wounds, not bad. These guys are rolling the crater, but obviously a lot of them are falling out. So Keith, I'm not cheating, Keith, he knows that from the start, or it's a bit hard. So we're looking for 5s and 6s to save these guys. None, so we've lost 3 stone boys as well. So Grimaluds, who's down there, is just within 24 inches of these guys. He get his reroll hits, and it's 4 shots with his stone bolter, with a bolter better roll, so he's 3 hits.
Just 3.
And he'll be wounding on 4s. He does get 2 wounds, looking for 2 6s. Nope, it's 2 more boys gone. I think at this stage it doesn't really matter who I take. That's for the Marine Commander's going to do the same. He can reroll that miss. They all hit. We're looking for 4s. Just 1. Looking for a 6 up. No, there's another boy down. They're dropping like flies, these boys. Bum, 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 bum. So the Razorback down here is putting all its guns. 4 from the Stone Bolter, 6 from the Heavy Bolter into the blues.
It's not a Stone Bolter.
Yeah. So they all hit. We're looking for 4s to wound. So we've got 3 wounds. Looking for 6s. No, we'll lose 3 boys. That's going to speak now.
Rolling, because I'm 9 inches.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh,
is he out?
Oh, he's just out. He's just out. 2 hits anyway.
2 hits. Looking for 3s to kill because we're out of cover.
Oh, terrible rolls.
That was terrible. That's the worst roll you've done. Your guard rolled really good apart from that mortar.
12 shots.
So these guys who are within 9 of the Chapter Master who stood still will now benefit from 2 shots at these guys. So we're looking for 3s and 4s to wound. We'll just roll these off camera and see what we'll get, see how many orcs we're left alive with. What I might do, I might debate using a meat shield stratagem here with the grots. Nah, we'll keep it for now. Oh, that's a good hit roll. That's a very good hit roll. They all hit, and we're looking for 4s to wound. So, yeah, not very good. 5, it looks like.
5.
For 5 6s, I should have spent the strat. Oh, that's pretty good. I was just saying before I should have spent the strat to get the +1 armour. So we lost, well...
By saying that, you would have saved an extra 1, wouldn't you?
I think I might have saved 1 before, but yeah, I mean, I haven't been making... I haven't been making very good armour saves off camera, but I've saved for like the trucks with the ramshackle and stuff, which has been quite handy, and a 6. So we're moving swiftly around. I think it's just the Crusader and the Dreadnought left. That's probably...
Pretty much a good guard squad here, but I don't think you see anything.
Yeah, it might be... The Heavy Bolter might be in range with the guard squad to shoot backwards at these boys down here. The Dreadnought's basically... The reason he's up here, and then in case anyone complains, agreed pre-game, there's a mag lift in this building. So he's got up easily. And we're playing 5 inches because it is about 4.5 to get up. And we're going to do the same for there as well. Just to make it fair. Yeah. So there's mag lift in here as well. So he's basically going at 2 las here, twin las, and then he's spinning around and doing a crack over this way. So he's got 2 hits on the las, was that?
Yep.
Yeah, so we're looking for 3s. He's got his 2 wounds, I've got no saves. Just roll for the damage. It's a 5 and a 2. So on the 5, does that go down? It doesn't. On the 2, does that go down? It doesn't. So it's took 7 damage. It's very, very crippled. And then we've got the trap missile this way. It's missed, but it can reroll because it's within 9. It is a venerable dread as well, so that's hit. Looking for a 3. It is a wound. It's -2. So can the truck get a 6? Oh no, it can't. D6. It's got 4 left. It's a 6. Now I need a 6.
This way you get it.
No, close. That's it gone. Does it blow up? Let's see if it does. No, it doesn't. So we'll get the dudes out of there. That truck's gone. That truck's down to
by 7.
down 7, down to 3 wounds, and then we'll come back. So they've got out. We lost 2 boys in the resulting explosion. Although it's not an explosion. What I might do there's a strat for the boys which I'm going to do to give those an extra 1 armour. It's called loot it. So when there's a vehicle, it can be their own vehicle. When it's destroyed within it takes some bits. So we're going to spend the command point, and they'll go up to a 5-up save. It means it just might help them saving.
Pretty cool thing.
So it's called loot. I'm sure it's called loot it. And I'll double check the points anyway. So like I said, we lost 2 guys in that explosion, and that's down to 3 wounds.
Right.
Which I think leaves.
Got the scatter I've got the scatter.
Yeah, so the heavy baller can't draw a line of sight down here against these guys. He's going to come in here.
Hit on 4s.
He can reroll the 1s.
And he does nothing.
Well, it was a sneaky attempt anyway. There's a very marginal gap, but he could just see. So let's let Keith have a think about this. So this guy within 9 of the chapter master has been all guns here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my grot shields for a command point. So we'll get rid of that. So I'll be down to 10. So any unsaved wounds can be passed to these grots just to try and keep some of these boys alive, because I'm thinning out in boys all over the shop. But yeah, let's go for it.
Start the little guy on the top.
So we've got 4 shots now, yeah. So we can reroll those 2s. So we've got 3 hits. We're just knocking models over left, right and centre. We're looking for 4s to wound. That's 2 wounds. Do you want to do the hurricane bolters as well now? Because they're all going to be the same in terms of wounds. So this is the first hurricane bolter. We've got 2. They're not armour saves. I'm just pooling up my dice. This is going to sting with the rerolls, I think. So that's that many hits, and you're looking for 4s to wound.
4.
That's a lot.
Not brilliant.
So another 4.
Yeah.
So the next hurricane bolter, same again. Re-rolling. So after the reroll, that's pretty good, just 1 miss. And we're looking for 4s again. Come on boys, hang in there. These are my scar boys as well, my toughies. Ooh, they might not be scar boys for much longer, so they may have a few more scars.
6.
So another 6.
Yeah,
right, so we're going to do the assault cannon next. So we've got this many saves on a 6. So we actually saved 2. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pass these over to the grots with a meat shield. So that's 1 boy will die, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the Gretchen as well, because they take the hit on a 2-up.
Yep.
So we've lost 1 boy and 9 grots, and then the assault cannon's going to speak. Yep. So rerolls are going to come in handy here, because there's quite a few misses. That's better, just 1 miss. And we're looking for 3s to wound with the assault cannon, and this is going to bypass the armour because I'm not in any cover. Nice. Very nice. So that's 8 have gone through. There's only 6 Gretchen left, so we'll see if we can pass it over. So that one, I can't. So we'll see if we can pass another one over to the Gretchen that's alive. So that's all the Gretchen dead and 2 boys. So that makes, yeah, that makes 8, yeah. Yep. That's handy, that saved the score, boys. So there are morale checks to make. These guys will be fine, they've only lost 3 guys altogether. These lost 6, but these have got 27, so they can't fail because they're within, well, even I think themselves are still 15 or something like that, so they couldn't fail. These have lost 3, so they're okay. We'll leave these guys for a minute. How many have they lost? 2, 4, 6, 7, so there's 14 of them. Because they were a squad of 12, it was 21, so there's 15 of them, so they can't fail. Is that right? 13, we'll just count them 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, there's 16 of them left. So even on a 6 or 7, it'd be 13. Yeah. The grots down there lost 1.
2 lying down.
No, they're alive, they fell over. There's one. But down here,
I'm trying to
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've lost 10. And our leadership is 11. So whatever I roll on the dice will lose unless I spend, you know what? I'm going to spend 2 CP. I want to keep all the boys in the fight so I don't even have to roll. So we'll get rid of these dead bodies, of which there are a lot, and we'll come back after the Orks have pushed in even further. The photos I'll forget. So we're going to start over here. So these guys are basically just jumped up. Everyone's pushed forward. These didn't advance. Let's just move forward. The 2 boys squads down here did advance, as did the war boss, because they'll be able to charge. Down there, we've kept the guys in here for now. we done a shoot a load too early. The grots have advanced up, and these boys have moved up. The burners have come up. I didn't advance with them because they're within 8 and I want to be able to charge. They didn't advance either. The bait stayed with the war boss on the bait. So this turn, if all goes well, I should be contacting on absolutely all fronts. So what we're going to do, I think we're going to start with the tank busters, and we're going to go, because that's going to be quite hard to get up there. I think we're going to go. Oh, where's the little bomby squigs? Sorry. Beep, 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 beep. There's my little bomb squigs there. Look, they're going to shoot out basically to represent it. So we're going to go the 2 bomb squigs into the razorback. And we're going to go. See, yeah, well, they just shoot them. They shoot them. So just their range is like 18. I can't remember now, but it's just a representation when they come out, so I know it'll come out. You can move them as models if you want, but they're basically inside. They're going to shoot. Right, I need to have a think though, because I think whether I shoot 5 up here and 5 here, I might just do that. Let's have a little think. But other than that, we'll not do it on camera. These guys can't shoot. There's no guns on there. It's just going to be pistol fire and dagger fire. I'll tell you now, these guys are going to put their dagger guns into the squad behind it. These guys, the burners, are going to go into here, as will any pistols that are left. These guys are probably going to pistol these guys, or maybe it's even these guys. I don't know, we'll see. It's going to be basically pistols. I'm going to do anything against the Marines. So I might even go with them against the Razorback, depending on how much is left. But we'll start. Yeah, let's have a think with the tank busters. So we're going to start with the burner boys against the guard, because that's what's in range. I've probably got a couple in range of that, so I'll put these 3 into them and the other 5 into these guys. So it's going to be D3 shots each. They're not like looters where you just roll once. So the 3 guys going into that squad get 5 shots. And the guys going into the entrenched guys get, oh nice, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are auto hits, so we'll just roll up the wounds. So we're all pretty bad at the wounds. We've got 2 on the guys that aren't in cover, so they get a 5 up. There's 2 of them melted, and then we've got 5 on the guys that are in cover, so they'll get a 4 up. Yeah, 4 up because you're in cover, so only one of those guys is gone. We'll do these guys, we'll go do their pistols next into these guys. Like I said, they didn't advance. I think, is there a big shooter left in there? There should be, yeah, there's 2. So we'll do these off camera. Obviously there's dagger, I'll kick in on a 6, I'll get a chance to make another shot. So they'll be hitting on 5s and 6s, and 6 will generate another shot. So that's a pistols wound roll. I did make 3 wound rolls with a big shooter as well, but Keith passed all his armour saves. So it looks like he's got 8 pistol shots to save against this boy squad as well. So he's on for 5s and 6s, not as good that time. 7, looks like. Oh, so there's somebody left or a wound on the heavy weapon. Well, let Keith have a think. He's keeping the flame, you sneaky, sneaky player. Right, so we'll do some dagger guns off these guys into the Marine squad at the back there. So it's 18 inches on these guns. So we'll go into the neophytes. Right, so each of these guys has got 2 dagger guns on his bike, which is 3 shots per dagger gun, so that's 6 shots each. So it's a lot of shots going into these guys. We're going to roll it off camera and see what we get. Normally I quite like using the dagger stratagem on these to get like loads and loads of extra shots, but I think we'll keep that for the tank busters in this case, because I think once they get in, I'm close enough anyway for a charge. So we'll roll these off camera. Again, hitting on 5s and 6s. 6s are extra shots. 6 shots a man. 36 shots from that unit. Whew. So we got 18 hits altogether. And we've got this many wounds from 18 hits, because it's strength 5, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. It's on the neophyte squad, so yeah, you could take your 4 up armour, your 3 up.
Oh, these guys, sorry.
Yeah, these guys. So there's 13, you've got 5 scouts if you want to take it on those guys at the time.
So we'll set the other.
What are you thinking? Take it on the Marines and try and
take it on neophytes first.
Neophytes, yeah.
Because get 3 up because they cover. Right?
Yeah, so 3 up for behind the barricade.
So I'll roll them individually, aren't I?
Well, I just roll 5 at a time for the scout, the scout guys. So we're looking for 3s on these. So we've dropped 2 guys.
2 are dead.
So you can roll 3 at a time now. So
that's 5.
Yeah, so I'll take my dice away that you've done to keep it simple. So you've got another 3 to do. So they're good. So you can do 3 more. So another one dropped. So you can do 2 more, which is 2 left anyway. So the last two, they've soaked up the damage. That's what they're there for. So the war boss, he's got a shooter and a thingy. He's gonna. I'll have to measure the range, but if they're in range, I'll just go against the same unit. So the war boss got 2 hits and wounds with a shooter and 1 hit with a dagger gun.
So 3.
So 3 saves, yeah.
3 2-ups, yeah.
3 2-ups. Oh, we've lost the marine. Marine down. Marine down. Are you going to command reroll it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. We'll keep a marine. And we'll move around, get some more pistol fire. So I think these guys actually, the Commissar might be the closest model.
Yeah.
Let's try.
No, these guys up here.
Or maybe I don't know. It's distance up, isn't it? So
definitely.
We'll try and sneak out the Commissar with some pistol fire because I think he's a leadership buff, isn't he?
Yeah.
We'll sneakily get him and then go in against everybody else. So we actually got that many hits with a 5 and 6. We've got 4 6s on the first roll. What we're looking for is Actually, is the Commissar T3 or T4? I think he's T3. If he's T3, it's 5 wounds. If he's T4, it's 4. We'll double check. So here's T3, yeah. He's got 5 saves to make on a 3 up in the cover. Oh, he's dropped 3 wounds. I think he's got 5. I might be wrong, maybe 4.
4 wounds, he's down to 1.
He's down to his last wound already. That was sneaky from the Orks. Sneaky, brutal and cunning. So these guys are going to go that pistol fire against the guard squad in front. Again, we'll just do that off camera. I think I've lost 3 guys. So there should be 18 altogether, including the knob. So we've got 18 pistol shots. So we're looking for 5s and 6s. That's not bad because the 6s are extra shots. That's actually pretty good. That was a hit. I've been rolling, to be fair, I know I haven't filmed these, but Keith will confirm I've been rolling pretty good with the hit rolls. So these are wound on 3s, strength 4 against toughness 3. So we're looking for 7 wounds against the guard squad from pistol fire. So you'll be on 4 ups. You could spend your strat to get 3 ups.
No, I'm fine, so.
Ooh, looks like we've dropped 5 guardsmen with that volley.
No, wouldn't make a difference in the strat.
Yeah, he wouldn't have bothered. So Zagsterk will just shoot the same unit. So we've got another shooter. He's missed. We'll do the big shooter on this. He'll go into the... I'll tell you what, we'll go into the... Why not? The Dreadnought. So we've got 1 hit. We don't wound. Let's have a look around. So there's these boys. Oh, I'm gonna have to have a think. Still got the tank busters and the boys and the war boss. Interesting. Right, just remember I've got tank buster bombs. So these guys are going to throw a tank buster bomb at that because the Dreadnought's probably just out at 6 inches and we're measuring up. And then we'll put all the pistol fire. Why not? Let's try and tickle a few of those Marines out as well. In the cover. I know they'll be saving on 2s, but you never know. So the tank buster bomb is D3 bomb, D3 grenades. Oh, 3, very nice. We're looking for 5s and 6s. No, we're looking for 6s because I advanced. Actually, can you throw a grenade if you advanced? You can't, can you? Scratch that because it's only assault weapons. So, but that would have been sensational. No, so scratch that. I'm cheating. So they'll just do all our pistols, like I said, at the Marines. So these guys have all shot their pistols up the Marine squad. Couple of hits, no damage. Actually rolled really badly. This guy shot up at the Dreadnought, couple of hits, no damage. So these guys are going to split the fire. This half of the squad are basically going to go in against these guys. The other half are going to come up against the Dreadnought who's in range. Don't fancy ruining this bad boy on 6s. So mixed bag there. These half and the big shooter shot up here didn't do anything to the Dreadnought, but I actually managed to take 2 veterans out. Keith failing some Storm Shield saves, which is a big loss to him there. So we're really left with the tank busters. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the 2 tank buster bombs into here, the squig bombs. Then I'm going to put 5 boys into this. And I'm going to put 5 boys. I'm going to use the strat as well for extra dagger. So on 5s and 6s I'll be getting extra shots. You know, I want to go against this, but wounding it on 4s is like really tough. Oh, you know what? 5 and 5. Yeah, 5 and 5. And the two little thingies. Actually, if the 2 things are within 18, I'll go with the 2 bombs against this as well, because they should be. So these little bombs were within range, massively within 18. So they're going to go first. So the Dagger strat's played. So I'm looking for 5s and 6s. I can reroll misses because you're a vehicle. Oh, so they're gone. Boo boo. They don't do anything. we're throwing a grenade, sorry, against one of those guys, like I said before, because I'm debating the strat. So grenade and 4 guys, and then 5 guys down here. So we'll do the 5 guys at the Land Raider first. So we've got 2 hits, and they both generate extra hits with the Daka. So we've got 2 hits on the Land Raider. And we'll do the other. We've got the guy with the bombs gets 2 shots, and the normal guys miss because we're re-rolling. Oh, did I re-roll my misses?
You did, yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. So we've got 3 hits so far, which generate an extra 3 shots. And you can re-roll misses. Oh, crikey, that tank could be in trouble. You re-roll misses because it's not it's extra shots. So we've got 1 hit from the bomb. No, that didn't generate an extra. So we've got 1 grenade hit, got 2 hits on the Land Raider, and a lot of hits on the other tank. So the tank buster bomb, which can cause D6 damage. We'll do this one separately because all the rest are flat 3. So it's strength 8. We're looking for a 3 to wound. It does wound against the Razorback. So looking for a 5-up save. Yeah. Nope, doesn't make it. So it is D6 damage. We'll get rid of that dice. It's just 2. I'm not going to. Let's CP it. Come on, CP it. Yeah. Nice. That's a 6. That Razorback is hurting.
4.
Down 4, and we're down to 7 CPs. And then we've got 2 hits on the Land Raider, looking for 4s. Well, we got 1 wound at -2, so we'll be on a 4-up. No, so that's just 3 damage. And then these guys are looking for 3s on the Razorback. Actually, I don't even know why I command pointed it. Start with 10. Oh, that's 16. Yeah, I don't know why I CP'd it because this should be enough. So that's -2 on each of these, a flat 3 damage.
What's this, 5?
Yeah, 5 ups.
4.
No, it's on your Razorback, so 5 ups.
Alright.
So only got 2 hits on your Land Raider. So we're looking for 5s. If he fails 2, oh, he's failed 3. And he used his CP well earlier on, which is why he lost 2 of these guys. So does it blow up? This could sting if it blows up. No, it doesn't. There's no guys inside, so there's nobody to die. So that just gets rid of the Razorback. And that is the end of the shooting phase. So we're going to go into the charge phase, and this could be messy. This could be very messy. Right, we've been around and done it, Orks. There's a lot of Overwatch and a lot of dice to roll. Basically, the Orks made every charge they went in for. So we started the other sides. I'm going to go in. Actually, we'll go in the order that we did them. So I'll show people. So first of all, these guys got a charge on him. 6 inches is enough. Then we start with a bike squad against this guard squad to eat the Overwatch, and they're in. 5 inches is enough to get here. With these, so the War Boss went in, no damage in Overwatch. The Burner Boys went in against this unit here. Well, these 3 units didn't lose anybody. The Boys squad went in against the 3 units here, didn't lose anybody. Keith's Overwatch was pretty bad, wasn't it? Like, pretty bad, but I mean 6s anyway. So then the Storm Boys went in against the Guard squad, and these guys needing a good charge one got an 8, so they're definitely in. Zagsterk went in against just the Guard squad, he got an 8, so he's in. We lost the Storm Boy Overwatch from the Devastators. These guys charged the Land Raider, losing 3 guys in Overwatch in the process. And then down here, we then went with these guys, well obviously the War Boss, who can make it into there, and then we went with these guys against this and this squad, got a massive 11 and didn't lose anybody in Overwatch. Oh, and the Bonebreaker tank charged this as well and didn't get any hits in Overwatch. So Keith, really when he needed a bit of Overwatch, sort of deserted him, even with the rerolls for this, so the Chapter Master pretty... Actually, I think you got like 6 or 7 hits, but you just didn't wound, didn't you? Lots of 1s and 2s to wound. So with that, and with all these guys in, Keith's got plenty of points to interrupt, so this should be a very interesting fight. The Orks have got to think about where they want to start. Maybe start with this yellow unit to start eating at these veterans, because their fighting back will be pretty brutal. So that's everybody in. We've done all the... We haven't done the palings yet, we just basically made the charge moves. There's a lot of models, look at that. This is the first wave that's come smashed against Keith. Now obviously Keith's got Terminators. He can drop in and give us a nasty surprise. So I think I have a feeling I know where they may drop in later on. But the Orks are going to start, and I'm going to start with these boys, simply because I think Keith can attack back, and once these veterans, and he's heroically intervened down here as well. Just, I don't think the other units are going to have a lot of attacks anyway, and I could probably eat it up. So, yeah, we'll start with these guys down here, see if we can get rid of some veterans and some Land Raiders. So these are the strength 5 boys, and we're going to have a big mix of them. There's going to be so many dice to roll off camera, because I get, you know, like 2 attacks base plus an extra one for a thingy, plus they're just so hard. So we'll get these dice rolled off camera, we'll total up the hits on each, and then we'll do the saves to see if you can survive the onslaught. Right, we started with a knob, you got a couple of hits, a couple of wounds, then Keith made his armour save, so now the other boys that are sort of to this level, the guy with the headpiece, of 58 attacks, going into the Land Raider, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. 6s generate extra hits. So the Orks have spoken, with just the 9 wounds on the veteran unit with these boys. Keith was hopefully keeping tally. We've done a lot of wounds on the Land Raider. I think it was like 15 or 16, 17. Because the Scar boys are strength 5, so they actually wound the big guy on a 5. Which is handy as opposed to a 6.
I'll be 3 up anyway, isn't it? So.
Yeah, so 3 up on these guys. This should bring them down. There's a lot of attacks gone in.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, they are gone. The veterans are gone.
Yeah,
well, you do have CPs yet because you haven't used any this phase, but I think it's only 3 guys, isn't it?
Yeah, and 4 stayed.
So that is the veterans gone. And then Keith has got...
Oh, we have 5 good keys.
That's right, sorry, use the stratagem from the Vigilus book, because these are sword brethren, or sword brothers, I can't remember now what it's called. Yeah, so 4 5-ups, unless you actually want a command point one for a 3-up, which is a better chance. It's up to you.
No, keep the file.
Keep it, yeah. So you save 1, but that's 3 down. That is the veterans gone, isn't it?
Yeah, unless I do use a command point.
Use a command point for the 3-up, that would have been a sensible option. Because then you don't have to make a 5-up. 3's better than a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, so you passed the 3-up, so you've had to make 3. That was a 3 anyway. So you passed the 3, you've had to make 3, so you failed 2 of those, so one's still alive.
Sergeant.
You're going to play it to the spirit of the game, that's what you would have done. And then Keith's got, see this pile of dice here, this mixed pile, there's that many wounds on the Land Raider, no minuses, so he's saving on 2s. So it shouldn't cause a lot of damage, but any little bit helps. Because there's another Orc squad down here as well. I did roll a lot of 6s in my attack phase for the Goths, which was quite nice.
3 wounds, 4 wounds gone through. 4
wounds altogether, drops them down to 9, I'll take that, that's pretty good. And now the big question is, Keith spending 2 points to interrupt anyway, or is he just going to take it and see what happens? Take it. No, I'll tell you what then, we'll go with the boys in blue, we'll do them again. Not everyone can get in here, so there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 boys with choppers, there's a power claw boy, and this guy will be 3 attacks. Actually, we need to see if they're over 20, because if they're over 20 like these were, they get an extra attack. Don't think they are. There is 21 boys in blue, so this guy, will be base 2 attacks, extra 1 for a slugger chopper for these guys, and an extra 1 there, nice. So the boys in blue have attacked, they've got 3 power claw wounds, which is handy, so these are 5-ups. He's made 2, so there's 2d3 damage. Ooh, big 5s down to 4, and there's 3 normal wounds on 2-ups. Oh, he's dropped 1, he's down to 3. I'll take that, that was pretty handy. Obviously these guys wounding on 6 was a big difference, and not getting everybody in, I think was the case. But there is a war boss, so we're going to go with a war boss now, see if he can do a boostly punch on the front of this tank. Send it scuttling backwards, blowing up and killing everything. So the war boss with these 4 attacks, hitting on 3s with his power claw. So got 3 hits,
D6, yeah.
6.
Yeah, 6 D6.
6s generate extra, and they miss. We are wounding on 3s. We've got 2 wounds at -3. So 2 5-ups. Oh, he's made them. Well done, Keith. The Land Raider is hanging in firm. So we're going to move around. We'll do this one last because I'm going to do the guys. Do we need to roll down there against Flamer guy, or we're going to take it as for granted? And we'll pile in. We'll do the war boss on the bike against this squad. So 4 attacks. He's missed with that one because he's -1 for his power claw. Big 2s to kill. He's got 2 because he's -3, so the guard aren't going to get any. He's probably just going to take 2 normal guardsmen off.
Probably is.
And we'll move around. We'll do the rest of the Baker squad off camera because they're going to get a lot of attacks as well. So Keith's got another 9 makes saves. The war boss killed a couple, I think, and the knob with the power fist killed 1. So 9 5-ups.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Keith's got 6 guys again in there.
3, 4, 5.
We're not basically filling in the rolls because there's just so many dice, but I'm getting a lot of 6s on the Goth strat, which has proven pretty good. So the bikes have done their consolidate, they've pushed on through the barricades. These guardsmen, poor guardsmen, what's left of them in here. The burner boys are going next. So there's these guys against the guardsmen, yeah, because I think Your characters, the other ones are on there, yeah. So these are hitting on 3s. We'll show this one just to say, so there's another 3 6s which can generate another attack. So basically all bar 1 miss, all bar 1 hit, sorry, yeah. It'd be 3s to wound and these are -2 because of the burners in combat. So yeah, that's the guardsman definitely dead in there, the little Voxcaster guy. Keith's done this on purpose because he's going to do firearm.
Voxcaster's going from him, I believe in him, it's 3 inches.
So it's firearm main position, isn't it?
Yeah,
when the
so
Voxcaster goes down.
Squads, like.
Is it every model, friend and foe?
It's every unit within 3 inches.
Oh, crikey. So the commander's suicidal, he knows his time's come.
He's not just out, isn't he?
Yeah, I think, so this, what are they, they're out, so they're in, everybody around here is basically in, apart from the war boss, so this squad, the bikes, the burners, these guys. These guys as well, they're within 3 of him. Look, there's one there. Yeah, yeah. Right, plus there'll be your guys as well of it, and these guys. Right, so Keith is popping it.
These guys first, on a 4.
On a 4 up we'll take it. No. A 4 up for your
company commander.
Company commander. Yep, he's been hitting the blast.
Just 1 wound though.
Yeah, so he's alright, he's still fighting.
He's down to 3. I'll double check though.
Yeah. Commissar and his last wound.
If it's 4, he's dead.
No. So we'll do a 4 up on the boy squad.
Yep.
Yep.
D3.
So we'll lose the boy and take him off. 4 up on the burner squad. It does work, yeah. D3. Just 1. 4 up on the bike squad. Yep, well it's working, it's hitting the enemy units. 3, that's nice, that'll kill a bike and spill 1 over. So we'll leave him off and mark these up. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get them wounds marked on. Pretty effective. And we'll do our 3 inches with the burner boys. Right, so after that they've sort of squibbled forward. We're going to do these now and see how many boys we can get in. So we've basically got the front 3, these 2 and the power claw guy. We're going to split them, so we'll go 4 guys against the company commander and we'll do the knob and this guy against him, just to keep it simple. So there's not more than 20 in that squad, so the knob's got 3 attacks hitting on 4s because of the -1, so we've got 2 hits. We're looking for 2s to wound. We get 2 wounds on the commissar. At -3, so he's on his he's got an in-run refractor field. Yep. Oh no, he's gone because he only had 1 wound. Yeah. And then we had, did we say 1 boy? Well, there's no point, is it? So then you have 4 boys and you get 3 attacks each, so 12 attacks. So we're looking for 3s, 6s generating extra. It's a pretty bad roll. That's not too bad. So we're looking for 3s to wound. He's got 5 saves to make, this company commander. Can he do it?
No, he's gone.
3. Oh, he's failed 3. Are you sure he starts on 4 wounds? Is it not 5? So consolidated into this marine squad just to bring them into the fray. I do have a strat which would let me attack again. I don't think I'm going to use it in this instance, but it's just there for future ref for any Ork players. So we're going to go on to this. We'll start with Zagsterk actually, because I reckon these guys will probably rinse off enough of the guard. So we'll start with Zagsterk to make sure he gets his attacks. So I'll do that. So Zagsterk starts with 6 attacks. He gets an extra 1 for each chopper. He can make 3 of them with his feet, which are basically they're like mini power claws. And there's no minus on these to hit, so let's hit 3 times. And then we'll do his chopper. His chopper's hit. I'm pretty sure he hits on 2s. I'll double check that, but that's definitely a miss. So we're looking for 2s with these because he's strength 6 anyway, I think. So that's 3 guardsmen are probably going to die. And another 2 wounds.
So
these are against the guard squad. So the feet first at -3 or D3 damage each. Yeah, so 3 guards. You do have a weapon squad, but I'm guessing you're going to keep that alive.
Yeah, so 1,
2, 3. Yeah, that's why I did Zagsterk first. I had a feeling even if the boys killed him, Zagsterk wouldn't be able to attack anything. And then you've got 3, 2. I think it was 2 saves. So 2 saves on a 5 up with the mortar squad to see if they can stay in the game, Keith. Just 2 normal ones, 2 5 ups.
Sorry, 2 5 ups?
Yeah.
No,
so the mortar squad is gone, so Zagsterk will pile in. And I think apart from the tank, the last unit we'll attack will be the Storm Boys. So we'll start at the top. There's definitely not 20 models in the squad now, so we've got the knob with the power claw. We'll do his attacks first. He's got 1 hit. A wound on a 2. That is a wound against the Devastator squad. and then we'll do the other attacks off camera, because there's only a couple of more boys up there, and the rest down here I'll not be able to get in. -3. So one's dead. And then, like I said, there's no more boys down here can attack, but they need to do that pile in. And then I've got a couple of boys there, so another 6 attacks to go in. So attacks are done up here. The Storm Boys absolutely whiffed those two, didn't get a single hit. And then down here, they've obviously all piled in and stuff, so we've contacted that front Crusader squad, is it called?
Yep.
Oh, it's looking pretty grim as we come down to the Bone Breaker. Oh no, we haven't tagged this one, but they've tagged into this other one, which are already, so they'll be able to pile in and attack. So we're going to go down to the Bone Breaker now. So this guy gets a D6 with his roller. I know it's not on the model, but we've got to proxy some stuff, because he charges D6 extra attacks, so it's 3. So on his current wound profile, he's got 6 attacks, so he's going to be on 9 attacks. He hits on 5s, but the roller adds 3, so he'll be hitting on 2s. So can't miss, it's a big lawnmower. So that's 2 misses. I'm pretty sure he gets the Orc Culture, the Goth one as well, for the 6s. So that's 9 hits. He's strength 8, but the roller's +1, 9, so it'll be 3s to wound anyway against the tank. So we have got 5 wounds altogether. So -2, 2 damage each. He's up for 5s. Very nice. It only takes 2 damage. I was going to say I didn't think I had enough to kill it, but I was hoping I could knock it down a bracket or 2. So we'll let Keith, we'll do his tank attacks off camera, because they don't really do much, but we'll come back with the better ones, like this squad, and the Devastators and stuff like that. So Keith's done his piling down here. These guys are all going to go against this boys squad. We did the attacks down here, no hits and wounds, no hits and wounds. So these veterans are going to get to chop up some Orcs, and this is getting brutal now.
That's just a Crusader squad of veterans.
Yeah, we've got 2 attacks each of them, and the Sergeant will have 3.
Yep.
So these guys, yeah, they're within 9 of the Chapter Master still, so they're re-rolling all their misses. It's a good amount of hits, 7 hits, and we're looking for 4s to wound. Oh, Keith, let you down there.
3.
Just 3 wounds, unfortunately. Saves the 6s. We'll save the boy, we've dropped 2. That's 3 from that squad that's down this turn. So the Devastator squad, 6 attacks altogether. We've got 4 hits. Looking for 4s to wound. Oh, just 2. Need to be getting some better wound rolls. Nope, but we have lost 2 Storm Boys. So we'll take them off. What we're going to do, sneakily, we'll keep this one on so they're locked in combat. And make Keith work for his money. So we'll take these 2 boys off. And they've lost 3 this turn as well, so they'll not be enough for a morale check. And then we've got the
Sergeant in the veteran squad.
Yeah. These guys, twin lightning claws.
Yeah, so 4 attacks.
Yeah, 3's re-rolling because he's within 9 of the Chapter Master, I believe.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe out, just.
Double check. Unfortunately, he's just out. 10 and a little bit inches away. The Marines need to hit back hard here, though he needs to do some damage. Look at this. It is getting grim now. So the Sergeant, oh, he's only hit twice. He won on 4's re-rolling. That's 1. That's just 1. Just 1 dead boy. At this stage, I think we're going to take off a big shooter. That was a pretty bad. So now, anyway, we've got the Emperor's Champion. Surely he can do something. Hits on 2s, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's within 9 of the Captain, just wasn't he? So rolling. So he's hit with everything. I think his strength at least 5.
6.
Yeah.
+2.
3's to wound. Got 3's to kill. Oh my
just
God.
1.
Have you just rolled 3 2s?
That's all 3 2s.
Oh, Keith, man.
6.
So just 1, so we'll take off the other big shooter as well. Just because he gets less attacks. That's 2. Keith, that was terrible wound rolls from you there. That was pretty bad. Anyway, so that's the end of turn 1. It's bloody. We knew it would be. Now this is the way these guys should come kick in. So what they're supposed to do, isn't it? Fight back.
Yep.
Is there any guys in here as well? No.
No.
So right, is on the board. Right. So we'll let Keith go. He's got 3 command points. We'll see where they end up movement wise. So So the movement phase is done. The Dreadnought stayed still. These guys have dropped down. They're going to try and get this kill the character here. Cheeky kill. These guys have all just moved up. Obviously I've been lucky. These guys are tied in combat. So the guns from these guys will probably go backwards onto the bikes or the boys. Or the burners or something down this way. A bit of move this way. Grimaluds has come this way to face this onslaught. I thought he would come down here. But he's tactically doing it this way. And not bottling it. Did the Dreadnought, was he going to move the Ironclad or is he staying still?
Sorry?
Is the Ironclad moving anywhere or is he staying still? No. So they've stayed still. Bit of movement down here, so this tank has sort of fell back and it's blocked off my thingy, but these Centurions have come through, they're within melter range of that, and obviously charge range out there. A little move of the turn, it should all be within range I think. Is he? The little move of the turn was this medic scarpered down here quickly, got within 3 of this guy and brought back a veteran. Cost the command point to do it, but he's brought one back, so that's extra attacks. Whew. Pretty quick movement phase. Oh, and these guys have landed 9 inches away from my Warlord's taxi. They're looking to smash that open if they can this turn. Keith needs to get in. It's brutal, isn't it? It's so brutal, but obviously this turn's really important. It could be a lot of things. Obviously you've lost, this is a lot of firepower to lose. The las cannons he has a lot because he could have maybe popped that. I don't think you're that bothered about these, to really be fair, but you know, you need to make your guns work this turn, so there's no orders for the guard, but they've got a lot of stuff in rapid fire now, so we'll go into the shooting phase and see what Keith can do. So, bow pistols down here, I've managed to kill a Storm Boy. Oh, I haven't done bow pistols down here yet, so these guys are shooting back basically into the bikes so on in combat. So these guys put a couple of wounds on the bikes, but miraculously I made 2 4-ups.
Commanders against the bikes?
Yeah, so he's getting 4 shots. Just hit with everything. Wounding on 5s. It's 1 wound. We're looking for a 4-up. No, so that wounded bike is dead. There is a one with a wound on somewhere. Yeah, so he's gone. Grimaluds has helped. He's chucked out the bike. So we've still got these guys, and the Dread. So the Dread, all guns blazing into the truck with the tank busters in. Starting with the twin las.
Both hit?
Yep. It is venerable. Oh, Keith. Are you going to CP one of those?
I am.
It is a wound, there's no save, so straight to the damage. 6. Right. Can I get another ramshackle with this truck? No, so that's the truck gone. Does it blow up? It doesn't, and we'll roll for the guys inside. There's 10, 11, 8, 9. We'll do this on camera. Not one.
We'll survive.
So these guys are out, no one's died. I have paid a command point, use a stratagem to loot it. So they're going to loot that truck and get a 5-up armor save. So I've got a feeling now these bolters might change their target. Well, they might not.
Bolters will change the target.
Alright, I was right then. The bolters are going to change their target and go to the tank busters. So not all of them will be behind the cover because obviously this guy's not behind the barricade. So otherwise they'll be getting a 4-up armor now, but it's going to be back down to a 5-up. That's not bad. I think they're out of buff range. Yeah. Looking for 4s to wound. Oh, that's stinky. That was pretty bad. So 3 5-ups because they've just been thingied. So we dropped 2 tank busters. That was pretty bad. A better wound roll there would have really helped you out a lot.
4 melters.
Yeah. So these guys melter guns in here, yeah, 3 melters, 4 melters. Is he not in range?
No.
Is he in range of anything?
Nothing, that's not combat.
Okay, alright then, yeah. Re-rolling because the chapter master is very close.
Yep.
So they've all hit. We're looking for 4s to wound. Strength T8, yeah. Oh, 3 wounds. I can't do anything about that. So it's 3d6. Yeah, I think he's just out of 6. This guy is me, yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 7 damage. He's got no yeah. He's got no ramshackle, this guy, so that was lucky. Could have been a bit worse. We've got the guard squad down here though, the guard squad.
They can't see anybody. Isn't in combat.
They can see back to these bikes, surely?
Oh shit, yeah.
Or the burner boys.
Yeah, they'll probably burn the boys.
Yeah, well, the burner, we just put out the burner boys were looted before as well, weren't they? So they're in the barricade, so there'll be 4 ups on the armour, yeah. So no orders, all guns into those guys. So the heavy bolter's hit twice, looking for 3s. It's got 2 wounds, so these will be on 5 ups. No, 2 burners dead. We'll take them off in a sec. We'll get all the guns ready for the las. So we'll ask the las guns, ping off the thick orc skin, no damage there.
Yeah, we're going to put heavy bolter bikes.
Into the bikes, yeah. What about the las guns?
I don't know what else to see.
The las guns can see those bikers.
Yeah, we'll
just can't see the orcs. All guns into the bikers.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Right, so we're going to do all these up camera freaks. Keith's just got 3 hits and wounds with a heavy bolter, so I'll be on 5 ups because I'm not in cover and obscured. So he's dropped the bike in a half, that's pretty good. The flame I can't see, but we're going to go into all the las guns as well. So the las guns have got 2, we're looking for 4 ups. Yep, so the wounded bike does go down. So we've lost, is it 3 bikes this turn? Maybe. Yeah, I think it could be 3 bikes this turn. Pretty good shooting from the guard unit, you didn't expect to do anything.
No, look at that.
Mel down at the tank, yeah.
And Corky and water.
Into the boys in red.
The boys in red, folks.
So the melter gun on a 3. It is a hit. It'll be a 4 to wound. Oh. I don't think you've spent your CP in the shooty phase.
I used the one, but I don't know what for.
You used it on a stratagem, didn't you? You used it in this guy in the movement phase. Not be donkey. Oh, I did use it on the melter.
No, I used it to get him back.
Yeah, that's in the movement phase. So you haven't used one in the shooter phase.
So we used the last one. And I don't know why I used it.
Because it would probably melt the tank. There was a chance. But anyway, we'll do some hurricane bolters down into these guys. These boys managed to kill 3 there. Again, it was a wound roll. The wound rolls have really let you down. I know it's tricky on 4s, so half of them would do, but you've been getting way less than half. And even the guns that are like strength 5 and stuff. Apart from the shot against the bikes, that was excellent. But the guns that are hitting on 5s and wounding and stuff, it's just been not very good. But I think that is all you're shooting, I think. So, charges then.
Centurions are charging to them guys.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no Overwatch, they're definitely in can't fail. What about the medic? Is he coming in as well?
He advanced so he can't.
Oh, that's right, he did, yeah. Yeah, well, they've got 8 inches, so we can get a good zip around. The guard are going in, they've been or 10, yeah, fixed bayonets, in the go. So danger, these guys are going in against the tank busters. They've made it on an 8. We'll do some Overwatch. So we should have 4, 5, 6, 8 guys left, I think. I'll throw a tank buster bomb with 1, why not? For 3 shots. So the 7 other guys will be hitting on 6s. No. So the 3 shots from the tank buster bomb. No hits. So them boys are in. Just forgot as well that the guy down here had a plasma pistol, so obviously we just let him shoot. He was putting it at the bikes and done another wound on there. Didn't overcharge, and those guys are going in against the storm boys. Who are in combat. Yeah, so they're just going to get within an inch of the barrier. That's fine. They're all in. I can't overwatch. These guys are already in combat. So Grimaluds, where's he going? Is he going in against some boys or the bikes? Is he going suicidal and charging the burners? I think burners is nuts, but I think Grimaluds has got to start doing some work. 2 bikes might be an option. I can't fit through there to heroically intervene either.
Yeah, it's going to get us 2 bikes.
Okay. He's definitely in crikey. We'll do some. I don't imagine we'll kill him on Overwatch because there's a lot of shots, but we're hitting on 6s. So we'll do that and see what happens. So of course, a wound on Grimaluds. He's not in Terminator armor. He's just obviously just doing him that way because he looks better. He's past his save anyway. It's a normal marine armor, so he's made it in. Everybody else made it in. Are you going against just the Bonebreaker tank?
Yep, 9
good luck. You need. This is a good one. You need this one. Do it. Oh, these 6s. Oh, well done. Keith's big smile. So Keith's starting with Grimaluds. He's going to come in and smack these bikes because he doesn't want to take some power fist hits before he starts swinging. But it's looking grim. Look at that. They're pushing back. So Grimaluds, 3 attacks. If he gets any 6s as well, the Templars within 6 of him get an extra attack. They all hit. He's rerolling failed anyway. He's strength 6, I believe, with his Crusaders. Or is he strength
4, 5 with the Crusaders.
Yeah, so he's wounded on 4s. He's got 3 wounds and -2, isn't it?
2.
So it's -1, did you say?
But you have to do on the normal bike first, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's -1, so we're looking for, it's 2 damage each, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're looking for 4 5s.
Oh!
What are you saying? You could have wiped the squad as well? Oh. Orks. Right, I hope that doesn't dampen the rest of the thingy. I'm going to have a look around because I might do a sneaky interrupt. Let's see. So we are going to pay some points. We're going to interrupt with the Scar Boys. And they're going to come down here. Now obviously we're going to just do models as way they can, so there'll be the power fists down here, so they'll be going in against here, and then we'll split the rest up. Probably they get a 2-up armor, so I'm probably not going to kill these guys. I'll probably split it towards the veterans and the guard. So did the wounds from these guys, this half of them gone into here. Honestly, Keith, what was that first dice roll? Like, I think I got 9 6s or something for extra hits, and then the wound roll was pretty good. So these guys up here, and still these guys have to attack next down here. They just got 16 wounds on 5 up against that Land Raider. Absolutely phenomenal dice rolling.
So 2 1s.
So yeah, he's alive.
He's alive.
Oh, I said to Keith's like, I'll just take him off. I was like, oh, he's on 2s. He's down to his last wound. My God. Well done, Keith. That was really good. So these guys are going to split their attacks. We've got, I'm basically going to ignore these. So these are going to go against the veterans, and these 4 probably go against the guard squad just to thin them out as well. So we'll do that off camera. Wow, that took a long time to roll, but basically we've got 9 wounds on the veteran squad. There's only 2 guys left. I'm hoping to get rid of them. We've got 5 wounds on the guard squad.
Oh, it's 2 anyways.
Yeah, it's all 3 ups. There's no negatives, so you may as well roll a lot. Can they survive?
No.
Oh,
No.
It's clocked.
Even with that, it's still...
Is that just 2 fails?
Yeah.
Oh, you're out of command points, aren't you? I was thinking, oh, what a result that would have been. Right, so that's the veteran squad gone. Then there's, what do we say, 5 saves on the guard squad. Let's see if these guard can hang in there. Can't kill them all, but keeping some of these alive could be nice. Oh,
3 dead.
It's guards, 5 up, isn't it? Oh, it's 5.
Oh, yes.
5 fails. I think the flame I might come off at the minute. Well, let him decide. Let Keith decide. Yeah. That was well worth the 2 points spent, I think. Obviously wasn't expecting to kit this down as much in wounds as I did, but that's a help. I was really thinking the war boss and stuff might do the work on that. But we'll let Keith. He's obviously got the Emperor's champion. Obviously the guard squad, these guys, there's no more interruptions, so we're going to just let him plod around.
He's guard squad first, because if you take them
I'll get around it. So we'll do the guard squad. So the guard squad, decent amount of hits, looking for 5s to wound. They get a wound. They kill a boy on a 6. They do kill a boy. I'm going to take, there's a big shooter somewhere. I'm going to take this one off. Because we're in combat, we don't need those big shooters anymore. Centurions, yeah. 3's rerolling. There's a chapter masters within 9. And these are Centurions are strength 5 basic up to strength 10, aren't they, with a thingy, so you look for 2s to kill.
Killing on 2s.
Yeah. So that's 7. 7 boys dead. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will matter for morale as well, so there's 8 lost. I'm going to leave a dice here so we don't forget. 8 lost this turn, yeah.
Land Raider.
The Land Raider can reroll.
1 hit.
Reroll.
How many hits?
Alright, I think it just gets 1 on its base profile, yeah.
So reroll.
The Land Raider's this, you've got the Emperor's champion as well. Yeah, so he's hitting on 2s rerolling, I believe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, they all hit this. Oh no, I think in the 6, but he's not near Grimaluds. And then he's strength 6, so 3s to kill. Oh, Keith, just 1. Actually, we'll keep him there. We might try and do some Orky shenanigans here. We'll take that one off, so that's 9 lost. So is that everyone down there?
Yeah.
So I've got 16 in the unit, we've lost 9. There's still another unit here within 6. That are more, so we'll use the Orky rule to take that leadership off these guys, so they're not going to fail. So we'll just get rid of these bodies. Let's try not to lose track as we go around. Oh, you've got your boys against the tank busters. So 6 attacks down here, and I've got a Sarge.
Yeah, one's a Sarge here, so no attack.
Yeah, 5 hits. 4s to wound. So hopefully we can take out some of these tank busters. Got 2 wounds. I did boost them up, didn't I? So we're looking for a 5-up save. So we lost the tank buster. Take this guy off. And then
these guys here.
Yeah.
Start with Sarge with a power fist.
Yeah. And Grimaluds should be within range to reroll misses. Yeah. So 4 is rerolling.
Yeah, Grimaluds out, but he's in.
Rerolling, yeah. So we've got 1 hit, 2's to wound, or 2's to kill here. 2, that's a Storm Boy gone. We'll get rid of that Storm Boy.
And then you get +1 with the blade as well.
So the Crusader squad now and everyone going in. Keith's got a lot of dice, 18 dice rerolling. Looking for 3s. With a reroll that's only 3 misses, so it'll take 15 hits. We're looking for 4s to wound. That's a better wound roll. Much better. I'll let you tell me how many that is. There's a 3 in the middle there.
6,
11.
19, 11.
Okay. So 11 6-ups we're looking for. Oh, we don't save any. Seeing there's 13 left alive now, here's a dilemma. If I'm in range of him, I'm fearless. So I'm going to potentially keep the Power Fist guy up here and kill everybody else that's 2 alive. And keep one of them within 6 of him. So yeah, so that's a lot of these guys left, they're dead. What I've done is I've kept this guy within 6 of him. So the unit are fearless this turn, which should save them. At least get them to attack, and then next turn maybe he's getting to attack again before they die, but that's realistically looking like the end of the Storm Boys. Of course the Devastators are still to go.
Charges first, so these guys.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the Terminators. Well, ideally Keith would have liked to have the Chaplain down here to help these guys, because he's looking for 4s. I personally believe Terminator shouldn't get the -1 for close combat weapons. Wouldn't have made that much difference anyway, it would have only been 1 hit. But, right, you're looking for 4s to wound. Good luck. Strength 8, T8.
Strength 8,
yeah.
Small.
Double. With a Thunder Hammer, yeah, times 2, so your strength 8. It's 4 wounds, they all go through.
Yep.
Because they're -3, 3 damage each is enough to kill it.
3 damage each.
Does it blow up? Ooh! I thought it was going to blow up. It doesn't, right, so I'll get my guys out. There's a Pain Boy, a Grot Orderly, War Boss, and 4 guys in. Now any of these that die, it's going to be a big loss unless I get rid of a Grot Orderly. Right, so there's 2, so I'm going to CP one of them. So we're getting rid of a Grot Orderly, keeping the big lads alive. So this is how we end up getting out. Keith's piled into the Grots to give them some free attacks, but obviously he's thinking that, you know, it means that I'll have to do something, and he's potentially safe from any shooty attacks coming in if I don't fall back. And he's going to activate now these guys over here against the boys, letting the Devastators take some hits. So I think he's thinking he'd rather keep a lot of attacks alive at this stage rather than the Devastators yet.
So any 6s because I'm within 6 inches?
They'll generate an extra hit. So basically you're a Goth this turn, and you're re-rolling because you're within 6 inches of Grimaluds.
So the re-roll first, oh no, re-roll.
Right, so there's 3 extra attacks. It's good being a Goth, isn't it? But you got 6s.
Oh yeah, I've got 2.
So you're learning, it's adaptive tactics of watch what I'm doing and say, oh, if we get 6s, we get extra attacks. Right, so you're looking for 4s to wound?
Yep.
That's better. Better than you've been rolling.
Yeah, it's got
7?
Yeah,
so you're looking for 7 6-up? I think I've got 7 dice in my hand.
I
don't think I have, no. Well, we don't save any of them. There's 2 wounds on a knob, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 guys, so let's take the 7 guys off and leave the knob alive, and then I'll activate this unit. So yeah, these guys have done their attack, whiffed up here, didn't get a good wound roll, got a couple of hits, I think I rolled a 1, and down here this guy got a wound and killed a neophyte.
So my attacks back there.
Yeah, so the Devastator squad's up the top, so we've got 5 attacks. 2 hits. Yeah, I think they're out of range of everybody's help on it. So we're looking for 4s to wound. 2 wounds, this could do it. Well, actually can't because the knob. But the way it works, I'd have to keep him alive. Yeah. Oh, what a tease that is! I made 1 save. I'm going to take the. I have to take the wound on the knob. That's the only way I can do it to keep the unit alive. Ouch. That was really lucky. Because either way, it was like the knob would have had to die to keep the unit alive, or take him and they both die. So I think, is that all your units done?
Yeah, you've got your attacks back there.
I'll tell you what, we'll do mine off camera because there's a few odd bits. I'll do these ones on camera against Grimaluds.
Yeah.
Because we've done them down there. If these do anything, I'll be massively amazed. But because these have all done, so there's tanks in against here. Like I said, we'll do it off camera because there's a lot of dice to roll again and see where we're at. So that's it then. You'll notice there's a big Land Raider shaped hole there. The War Boss finished that off, an awesome round of attacks. In fact, I think he rolled, was it 3 6s and he hit rolled? 3 6s and a 1, and then ended up getting an extra couple of hits as well. So he absolutely popped that. The Gretchen's managed to wound the Terminator on a 6. I think I got like 9 hits or something. They were like super kung fu Gretchen, but he passed his armor save. It was a massive anti-climax. Like I said, these guys' morale will be fine because they're within range. I killed a Marine over here. I think morale will be fine both sides. How many tank busters did you kill? I'm going to just roll. That's fine, because I don't think you killed more than 4 or 5. The guy that was down here did his attacks back, whiffed, dead, morale. There's no big enough mobs nearby to keep him in the game. And that's it. That's it pretty much. All down here, we did a power fist solid hit on Grimaluds and he passed his in run on a 4-up. So that is pretty much it as we go into Ork turn 2. Is it turn 2? It is turn 2. Turn 2. Holy cramoly. Turn 2 coming up. So again, none of the Marine units have suffered any morale. Oh. I said, yeah, we'll make go to 6 or 7. Let's do 5. I think this will be over by turn 4. But a lot of it depends. Like getting through this could have took ages. Getting through them could take ages. I'm going to have to go in with these guys, but they're not ideal at fighting you. To be honest, so I may have to get those boys, might have to come round and help out. So quite a quick movement first. The boys in blue have snuck around this way. This War Boss has hopped up here for a dread kill. The War Boss has come stampeding through to get into these guys. The Pain Boys come up as well around here, staying in range. Sorry, it should be like there, staying in range of these guys and this. The Grots have just stayed locked in combat, why not? These boys have come around the back side of here. Limited around here, so these guys have just moved into the cover. The War Boss has come up, stopped an inch away from these. He hasn't got space to get through on the base to get in and come and get this guy who I was looking for. Stayed locked in combat here. And Zagster, he's just on the corner up here, he's jumped up, so he's going to go in. So we've got, similar to you, got a lot of units locked in combat. There's a little mascot running on somewhere. Hello, dude. So I'm going to do all the shots off camera because it's going to be just little bits and bobs, make these guys up into here. I don't expect it to do much. And then we'll come back with the important charge phase, I think. So the Gretchens, we've got pistols in combat. Just for 4 wounds on the Terminator squad. Oh, keep testing Keith. He's terrified. He's going to roll a 1 there. Done a bit of pistol fire here. Keith forgot his Mirage check, which is done now. So 4 of the guard guys ran away. Like I said, we'll just keep going around and doing odd guns here and there. So that guy will do a pistol there. The guy up there will do a pistol into the Devastators. So Devastators hit. It's an extra hit as well, and I've missed the squad on the bottom. So 4 to wound the Devastator. Yep, so you got a save on the Devastator and the tower on a 2-up. He's in cover still. Yep. So the Burners are going to go against these guys. Oh, they are in combat. These guys are in combat. So how many Burners are there? 5? We've got 5d3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And these are wound on 4s. I think that was 1 up there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's 5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
Minus?
4, no minuses. All good. All good. Just a dagger gun on the boss, who's going to go against the same squad. I'll just do it off camera. It's not going to do. He's actually got a shooter as well, but it's probably not going to do anything. So the boss actually does kill one with his dagger guns. Didn't expect that at all. These guys are going to do some pistol shots into the Dreadnought. I I don't think I'm in range of a grenade bomb, so it's just going to be pistols, and I think there's a couple of big shooters left in there as well. We'll see if they can do anything. So a bit of dagger shooter here and there. This guy actually did a wound on that dreadnought, and that was it really. Nothing else. Pinging off the height of this guy because he's T8 ironclad. So we're going to go into the charge phase. To eat the Overwatch, actually the War Boss is going to do a multi-charge against Grimaluds and the squad in front, and then the Burner Boys are going in against them, and I might as well declare this squad as well with the Burner Boys, just in case I've got enough when I pin around. The boys in blue are going to go against the champion, this guy and this guy, because there's no way they can get through the yellows, I don't think. The War Boss is going to go against the Centurions and the Guard guy, just in case. These guys are going to multi-charge these. They're going to charge them, but they're multi-charging this as well. And the Pain Boy's going to go in on this after that. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any more charges. I'm running low on units now, but obviously it's where all the action is.
So we'll start.
So we'll keep doing some Overwatch, because these can't do it. So I'll start with the charges where there can't be any Overwatch, try the distances. So the War Boss gets a 10. So he's just going to go there, it's going to slot in. The boys in, this guy against him, you can go Overwatch up there, he's in with a 10. So you can do some Overwatch there, you maybe just get him. Boys in blue, 6, yeah, that's more than enough. So there can be Overwatch there with the medic and this guy.
Can they do that to him?
I don't know, but that's I won't. I'll get tied up here. But I just said it just in case. So potentially, because I can move within an inch of you now in the charge phase. So potentially, yeah, he could fit around there. I'll not get many around there. Maybe it's 2 or 3.
So Overwatch up here, yeah.
Yeah. Right, we're going to fill him Overwatch. Keith just got a solid las cannon hit on this guy, and then he hit with a missile and rolled a 2 to wound. He's out with command points. He got 4 damage with a las cannon, so I'm down to 2 wounds. We haven't done any of this stuff yet, but that was so close. Right, so they're in. We lost 3 boys in blue to Overwatch from down here, but we're in. Like I said, 4 wounds on the boss, but he's in. Down here, no damage or anything in. They're all in. All the charges were made again. Down here, the War Boss went in first into both these squads, didn't take any damage. The Burner Boys are now also in combat, so we're literally, I think we've got every unit in combat.
Just about.
No, I think, well, all my units are in combat. I think there's not one, nope, not one unit. Even the Gretchen are in combat. So yeah, what we're going to do is Keith's got no command points. Charging units do go first. So I'm going to start with maybe this War Boss up here, see what he can do. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, because he's -1 with his crow. And that 6 will generate another attack. So they all hit. We're looking for 3s to wound. Yeah, that's 3 wounds at -3, so 3 6-ups required on the Venerable Dreadnought.
3 6-ups.
Oh, he's made 1, so it's 2d3 damage. It's not enough to kill him. It's only 2, so he's got his Venerable. Yeah, his Venerable saves as well. Nope. So he's down to 5. He's in the fight still. If I find it, he's down to 5. Next charging unit. Trying to save like the Mega Knobs and that, they'll last, the best till last. We'll do the War Boss down there, he's going to attack this unit here.
Yeah, the bigger unit.
Yeah, the bigger unit. Yeah, so you got 4 attacks. I keep forgetting that that guy's got an attack squig as well, so I'll do it in a minute. So they've all hit. He's looking for 2s to wound. So we've got 4 at -3. D3 damage, so I'm guessing you're probably going to take off 4 of the neophytes, or you're going to attempt some 6-ups.
That's a 6-up.
Yeah.
I can't use me sergeant, so
3 of the Marines drop and 1 stays alive. So the attack squig, which we haven't done, gets 2 additional attacks. So he hits. He's got strength 4, so we're looking at 5s. Doesn't wound. So that's the War Boss down there, done and done. We'll go with the Burner Boys next against the front squad. 10 attacks. 6s will generate extra ones. So we've got an extra one there. Nope. We're looking for 4s to wound. We have got 3 wounds at -2 with a burner in close combat. So 3 5-ups on the Marine squad. Oh, not this time. 2 drop. Keeping him in against this guy. We're going to do the Mega Knobs next. So now we're going with the Mega Nobs. So the kill sword is actually against the Terminators. So these get 3 attacks base, but he gets a bonus one because he's got 2 kill swords. We'll do him separately with slightly different profiles. So 4 attacks hitting on 4s because he's -1. So we've got 1 hit, fantastic. It does wound, it's at -4, but it doesn't matter, you're on your in run anyway. Yeah, he's passed, it would have been a flat 2 damage. That's why I said we've got 2 Mega Nobs. I'm just going to get some dice. 2 Mega Nobs hitting on 4s. I'm looking for some 6s here, that'll be nice. Right, that's pretty good. There's an extra hit. So that's a miss. We're looking for 2s. That's 3 wounds. You know what, I'm going to spend a CP. So I think every one of these will be a dead potential Terminator. So that's 4 wounds. I'm down to 2 command points. Against your Terminators, you're looking for 4. Yeah, 4 3-ups. Oh, Boston, didn't I say that would happen? I said these guys are just going to eat all my attacks. And then this guy's going to go against here, the last one, against the Razorback. So that generates an extra hit. He does wound, so it's -3 on the Razor. Can it kill it? There is a paintball there. Yeah, so 6 up. No, it's D3 damage. Just 1. Death by 1,000,000 cuts here. So the Pain Boy's going to come in against this. 4 attacks. Again hitting on 4s because he's -1. And a 6 will generate another attack. Oh. 2 wounds. 2 again at -3.
6 ups.
No, so 2d3 damage. That's 5 this time. So I was saying to Keith I like doing the good old death skulls because they get to do, each unit gets an in run, gets to reroll a hit, a wound and a damage roll. So you can imagine how good that is on like single characters with power cut. It's really strong, really strong. So that's the tank survive. Big whiff from those guys there in a world of hurt now from these Terminators. We'll do this boss who gets a +1 attack because it's my war boss and a +1 strength. So he's going to put all his attacks into these guys. So he'll be on 5 attacks. He can reroll failed hits and wounds, but I can't reroll 2s because I'm -1. He's got the lucky stick. So I can't reroll that, but at 6 will generate another attack. So he's got 5 hits. He'll be wound on 2s. And reroll with a lucky stick. I'm going to check its wounds, but I'll just roll anyway. Right. Yeah, so he does get them on wounds and hits. So 5 saves at -3 on the Centurion. So 5 5-ups. So
1 damage.
The damage is D3 from his power claw. So the first one, how many have gone through? 4. There's 1. Are the 2 wounds each or 3?
3 wounds each.
And 3, so that's 1 dead.
1 dead, yeah.
A 1. And a 3, that's 2 dead. Look at that, 1 and a 6. The last Centurion, 2, is alive on a wound. He's alive. So he'll pale in 3 inches towards the closest model now, which is that guy. I can't unfortunately get him. Blue one's charged. Blues did charge. I tell you what, Red's charge. I'm going to roll them off camera as millions of dice in there. I'll roll these. We'll roll these off camera, and then we'll come back when I nominate a unit so people know where we're at. We're just going to. One of these Terminators on a wound, but didn't fight. The power claw got him. I only rolled a 1 on the damage. He's got 17 saves from the rest of the boys. There's got to be a couple here. Is it 3?
3, so
that's the wounded guy and another Terminator. We're getting them eventually. But I think, was that it for the charging units?
You've got your guy there as well.
Well, he did. Oh yeah, sorry, the war boss up there. That's right. So he gets the war boss. Zagster. He is a war boss. He gets 6 attacks plus a bonus 1 for his chopper, and 3 of them can be with his power feet. So we're going to go with his chopper. So he's hit with them all, and he generates an extra 1. So he's hit with that, and then he's got his feet, which aren't at any minuses. He hits on 2s, and he generates an extra 1. Oh, crikey almighty. Right, he's hit with all of them. These are 3s to wound. He's got 3, no minuses. I think these are 3s to wound because he's strength +2, and I think his base strength 5 to 7. So he's saved 1 off the feet as well, but it's D3 damage, so there'll be another 1 dead, so he's killed 2. He's done alright, that's alright. Yeah, I think that's all the charge units, isn't it? So units locked in combat. I think in this case I'm going to have to start with the yellows, just because we're going to have think the bakes are probably dead against Grimaluds, but being able to put some extra hits in here, well, I don't know. It's really tricky. It's really tricky, that, isn't it? Actually, I don't know. Let's have a think about it. Because I don't think I can kill Grimalus anyway, and he's probably likely to kill my bakes in return. So I'll probably, yeah, I'll tell you what, let's go Grimalus. So I'm going to go for the knob with a power claw, for 4s, for 2 hits, looking for 2s. He's got his 2 wounds, and the Ork on the bake. He's got 2 hits now, looking for 4s, and he's got 1 wound, so you've got 2 on your 4-up in run. Oh, he's bossed him again, and 1 on his normal marine armour. Yeah, but that's alright, you can deal with that because that's only 1 damage instead of D3s. I think he's down to 4, I think he starts with 5 wounds, didn't he? Grimaluds, definitely. So yeah, Keith took the wrong guy off, he was meant to leave him on, so he's going to. So basically, he brings both these guys in against these.
All of them against that.
So they're all going against the Mega Knob squad. This could really sting. 4s. It's not bad, that's half of them hit. Looking for 2s to wound because I'm only T4 Mega Knobs. That's 4 go through. I do get all my saves off. So I'll be looking for 5 ups.
3 damage.
So I passed 1.
3 damage apiece.
And a 3 damage apiece. The Mega Knobs have 3 wounds, but there is a pain boy there as well. So the first guy on 6s is dead. The second guy on 6s is dead. And the third guy on 6s is dead. So you killed 3. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. So that's done. So now it's my turn to pick, isn't it? That's right. Let's go with the yellow squad. Get some palings done. Yeah. So these Orks paled in and split all their attacks. The Miraculously the Emperor's champion made a heck of a lot of saves. There's on 1 wound left. The guardsman died, and this guy, I didn't wound him. I think I rolled like 5 2s or something like that. So Keith attacked up here. I was a little bit out of sequence, but it wasn't going to interrupt anything. The Warboss is down to 1 wound.
I think it makes a difference to me up and up there or down there.
Yeah, so it's whether the Devastators give it a shot.
Those guys. Your yellow guys got an attack, haven't they?
Well, he's against them. I haven't attacked yet.
But
and he's against. No, if you move, it's if you move in the movement phase. If you leave them where they are, they can still attack. It's if you then move. That's why the game you think to do is leave them. You're like Coxwalker's going to millions of miles apart. Yeah, so we're going against tank busters. Pretty good. 2 hits, 4s to wound. 3 wounds. Yeah. We have got an extra armour now, haven't we? Because we armoured up, so 5 ups. Oh no, 3 more tank busters down. 2, 3. That's gonna. And you know what? I'm going to leave them there for morale purposes. So it's my turn to activate. I'm probably going to go up against the Devastators because I don't think anything else will matter just yet. So the guy at the top manages to kill the Devastators, and this guy didn't do anything to the squad down here. So the squad can move 3 inches towards the closest unit, so he cannot move any closer because he's technically in there. So this guy will have to move towards down here somewhere. Say this at the top of the tower. Take the devs off. He's still on a wound, that knob. And then Keith's got.
My attacks now, isn't it?
Yeah, Keith's turn to nominate. I tell you what, we're going to wrap it up and do a review because basically down here there's the Gretchen. That'll be out of sequence. I don't imagine he'll do anything.
3.
Keith's got down here basically, yeah. Then I've got down here. So we'll do it all and we'll come back with a review. Because, oh, sorry, I don't think we mentioned the captain down here. I've got 2 solid power fists hit. Keith rolled 2 and a 1 or something, wasn't it, for his saves?
Yeah.
And I caused 6 damage on him with 2d3. So he died. That was a really epic hit. But yeah, we'll do the rest out of sequence. Oh, that was a bloody fight. Right. So, in terms of morale, these squads will be alright. They didn't lose enough. They didn't lose enough to knock their benefit down likewise. Like I said, the bosses up no wound. Gretchen didn't do any wounds this time to the Terminators. That would have been added insult injury. The tank didn't hit the pain boy. And then down here, we lost a couple of those guys actually, a couple of tank busters. Yeah, they're fine. We just lost 1 burner. These guys are still within 6 of Zagsterk, so he's going to be alright. Actually, he's probably just out now. And he only lost 1 anyway, so he'll be fine.
What's that, sorry?
I'm saying he only lost 1, didn't he? There's only 1 lost. Keith needs 1 on this squad, because I think they lost 4, was it?
Yeah, 4.
Very good.
6 there, fine.
And then, like I said, Grimaluds managed to kill the bike and put the knockdown to wound. 2 solid hits, didn't pass any armour saves. The Mega Knobs, 4, lost 3, 7, they're good. I think that's it. I think it's just getting into the brutal stage.
Yep.
So we'll go into Space Marine, turn 3. Turn 3. Wow, what a fight this has turned into. Very quick movement phase. Just these guys fell back really, and this Dreadnought's got on that mag lift. You can see it there, down and out the door. So he's come in. Everything else has stayed locked in combat.
He's pulled back.
Oh, apart from the tank. Sorry, yeah, the tank's pulled back. Why not? Yeah, he's going to go for the Overwatch because he can got it. So into the shooting phase. I think it's just really the Guard Squad and the Dreadnought, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Well, let Keith have a think where he's going. So the Dread's going all guns into the Scar Boys. His metal has hit on a 5.
3.
It's a dead boy. I'm not even going to contest that. So that's 1 down. No save there to be had. This guy's going to turn around and face his foe. You ain't going nowhere, buddy.
12.
He's got a lot of bolter shots coming in here.
3's going on to rerolls or anything, so...
No, the Chapter Master's gone now. He's been taken care of. Looking for 4s to wound. 4.
4. That's the guys.
4 6-ups. Nope, don't save any. We're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4.
The Guard Squad's going to put everything in the blue.
Yeah, all guns into the blue. Right, we'll do these off camera, see how many blues are left alive. So we're going to go over there. These guys did quite well. Actually, there's 5 boys in blue dead. The same in yellow. So the boys are getting thinned out massively. We did a lot of pistol fire. Nothing over here, nothing over here. A couple of hits, but past the armour save on the war boss. So Keith's going into his charges, which I'm guessing is an ironclad.
And that's all there is. Ironclad against the blue boys.
Against the boys in blue. Well, we'll Overwatch. He's definitely in. We'll throw tank buster bombs with one of them. And we'll pistol with the rest of the guys. So D3 from the tank buster bombs. 2. Can I get a hit on a 6, please? We get a tank. Was it last time up we do your ironclad run in and I killed it on Overwatch? Right. I don't think it can happen this time because he got 8 wounds. But we're looking for a 3 to wound. Does wound. It's -3. 6 up. Oh, well done, saved. I would have felt really bad there. There would have been 2 games in a row that an ironclad's like, I'm going to get in. I'm dead. Right, so we'll move that in. And like I said, I think that's the only charge, isn't it? Oh yeah, the pistols I don't want to do anything because I've wounded you on 6s. The T8, but we'll do them off camera. So at the end of Keith's charge phase, this guy has heroically intervened to here. Obviously he hasn't been a subject of a charge and wasn't within an inch at the start, so he basically got 3 attacks. And this guy's heroically intervened back into here to avoid the Overwatch. So really just the ironclad, and then we've got a whole mess of your turn, my turn.
Start with the ironclad assault launchers.
Yeah, so see if it does some mortal wounds. It does, D3 mortal wounds. It's 3 boys dead. It's pretty good.
You got 4 in it.
Yeah, I'll put an extra one back.
And then 4 attacks. That's 12.
So he's got hits on 3s, doesn't he?
Yeah, 2 hits.
He kills on 2s. He's got another boy. They're dying though, to be fair, there's enough dead there that morale's going to be an issue. The war boss can break heads, so you can maybe save some. But now it's your turn to nominate a unit that was locked in combat.
We'll go with these guys.
Terminators, where they're going all against the Mega Knobs, or you're going to split some attacks this time? Stun silence.
He's within an inch of him, so I can hit him, can't I?
Oh yeah, all 3, because he's in base, so he's within an inch. All 3
so
can go
I think
against
these 2 will go against him and 1 against him.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So do against the Mega Knob on camera, and then we'll do against the boys off camera. So no hits there, so then you've got 5 attacks against the boys. Boys in red were going to be, I thought they'd be one of the first ones dead. 3 hits, 2s to kill. 2. So we've got 2 boys to get rid of the big shooters if they're still there, I think. Right, so it's my turn to nominate a unit. Let's have a look. Well, considering I think that guy might be dead very soon, I'm going to go with that knob against Grimaluds, which is the warlord, so it makes sense to try and get him. So looking for 4s. He's got 1 hit. He's got a wound. He can do it if you feel a 4-up. I think he's rolled a 6 for every armor save, bar 1. He is absolutely bought 2 to the story. He's absolutely busted. So it's your turn.
The squad.
Yeah. So there's 2 guys going against here and these 4 against the warlord.
Yeah, 2 guys against here.
I was going to go with him just to thin them out, but it just seemed like a good chance to get Grimaluds.
The squad is in 6 inches Grimaluds still, so
they all hit.
4 hits.
This against a stone boy, yeah? On 4s. 2 wounds. Can he survive this time? No, he can't. He's dead. That's a stone boy gone. They lasted a lot longer than I thought they would as well.
Shock power fist?
Yeah. So he's got 1 hit so far. Oh, just a 1.
That generates a reroll.
It generates an extra attack, which he's missed, but he can reroll. You can't because the extra attack's not a reroll.
Alright.
So he's got same as the knockoffs, isn't it? So an extra attack is a brand new roll. So he's got 2 hits on the war boss. Should be wound on a 3. He's got 1 wound, -3, isn't it? So no save. So it's D3 damage. Just the 1. Knocks him down to 5.
And then I've got
2 normal guys in a marine. 2 neophytes in a marine. Rerolling all these. He's still within 6 of Grimaluds, and there's an extra hit. So that generates another attack, which he's rolling now, which is hit. And then these are all wound on 5s. Just 2. Oh, he saved them both. My turn to do some warlord saves. Right. Where am I going to go? Tempted to go down here, I think, with these guys before they get chombled up by marines. Actually, no, the war boss has got to go. I missed that. If your dread goes here, I'm dead. So 4 attacks. Please hit him. Do something. Oh, just 2 hits. I've got 2 CP left. He's got 5 wounds, hasn't he? I'm going to do a CP on one of those. That's 3 hits. 2 wounds. So 2 at -3.
6 up. Make 1.
Make 1 failed 1. So D3. 3 this time. 3 venerable saves. No, so he's down to 2. I've got a feeling if I hadn't rolled that extra one, I would have probably passed it, so I'd have been struggling. Your turn to nominate.
No point doing it, just with them guys over there.
Over there, yeah, that's a good choice. 4 guys, yeah. 4 hits this time. They've put in a shift, these little guys, haven't they?
Oh, 1 extra assault.
So 2 wounds, 2 5-ups, because they were boosted off before, so we saved 1. We'll get rid of another tank buster. Who hasn't been yet? We'll do the burner boys, because I think that's the last squad that are in contact that haven't been.
You've still got the Eureka,
yeah, but your Terminators have all been, haven't they? So,
yeah, I know what you mean, yes.
So do the burner boys. 8 attacks, there's 4 guys left. That's a horrific roll. 2 wounds at -2, so then finish off these marines. 2 5-ups. Ooh, just 1. Again, they've stuck in you. You know what it is? You've been making really good armor saves when you need to. Wound rolls and stuff have let you down a little bit, but actually, ever since I've gone in combat big, you've started to roll well, which has made a big difference. So, I think you've got Grimaluds left, you've got your dread, and that's it, yeah. And then, like I said, because this can't go against him, yeah. So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s because he's venerable. He's got 3 hits, wounding on 3s. He's got 2 wounds, and he can make 2 4-ups from my war boss. He's dead. But I will make his attacks big attacks before I do this. So they got 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 at -1. So 4 up. Yeah, so the attack speed didn't do anything anyway. So that's good. So he can go 3 inches towards the closest if you want to do like that. Yeah. So is it me to nominate again?
All these guys here.
So just to make it simple, I'm going to go with, because everybody else has been, I'll go with these guys. I'll do mine off camera now, so I'll go with them. So who you got like Grimaluds, just roll Grimaluds. And then I'll do all my
single
stuff.
Guy there as well.
Yeah, but everyone around. You got the single guy.
Yeah.
I'll go with the war boss then. On the bike. That's a different squad, but I'll go against the bigger squad. So he's got 2 hits, but a 6 generates another one. He's got 2 wounds at -3. So are you taking them 2 dead near fights?
Yeah, I'll take 2 dead near fights.
And then Grimaluds is going to go, and then we'll go around. We'll summarise mine, because obviously this guy's on the tank. This guy might be the champion. He's within 6 of Grimaluds.
He is Grimaluds.
Oh, sorry, he is Grimaluds, so he is within 6 of Grimaluds. So for 3 to wound.
Yep.
Should get the Ork this time, shouldn't he? So we've got.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. So Grimaluds can start heading towards the boss on the warbike if he wants to. I think he's the nearest unit.
As well as get a little bit closer.
And then we'll go around, we'll do all the little attacks and maybe come back with some of the bigger ones. Go on then, we'll let you do the Sarge. 2 hits, 5s to wound. No wounds. Right, I'll go around, do all my little little ones and come back. Whew, that took a long time. Right, so basically these guys put the Ironclad down to 1 wound. He killed both characters, split his attacks and did a pile-in over the wall. He's not within an inch of this, but you know, rather than balance him on a wall. And these guys couldn't activate. I missed. I failed to run on tank. Killed a Terminator down here with, I think it was the Killsaw guy, yeah? And then he made absolutely every other armor save going, including so many against the boy squad. It's unbelievable. Really as it should be though, like literally holding on. We're running out of time here as well, so we're going to speed this turn through. In terms of morale, I think just they need one, don't they? I think these guys have lost
2 guys over there.
Well, these lost 5.
Oh, wait. 6.
So these lost 8, so they'll lose 1. And the boys in blue, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. So they lose 3, so they'll do breaking heads. And they'll lose 3 anyway. And I think that's it for my morale. Right, let's close the noose and see. I've missed. You've got to attack. He didn't do any and he failed all his wounds.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you've got to attack back on him. So he's hit. Does wound. Doesn't save. Does he get his pain boy saved? He makes his pain boy. What a disappointment he is. Right, let's see what we can do then. As we move into Ork turn 3. So movement phase, this guy's just leaked over from here. Everyone that was in combat is going to stay in combat. The war boss is good where he is. These guys moved up. So we'll do a quick shooting phase with pistols and then come back. So shooting phase we did 5 wounds down here. Keith again passed all his saves. Nothing down here. Tried a pistol shot up here, nothing. So going to the charge phase. So basically he's going in against the Ironclad because he can. There's no Overwatch. They're going in. I know you've got Hurricane Bolters and Melters, but they're going in against him. So we'll let you do some Overwatch.
And the Hurricane Bolter.
We're going to go in up here as well. Well, his distance is definitely in.
3,
4. Yeah. And 4's to wound. 1. Nope, so we do kill a boy on the way in. So Keith hasn't got any command points. Yeah, you need to Overwatch down here because he's gone in. 2 lads. Nope.
Crack.
Oh no! 3's to wound. It does a wound.
-2.
I think he's got a 4 up. Just realised I wasn't recording that epic Overwatch. Keith got a hit and I got a double 6 to save for this guy. And he's feeling no pain off a cracked missile. So basically these guys made it in, no damage, or killed 1 with the Hurricane Bolters. Got a hit with cracked missile, no damage, and then everybody else is in combat. So we're going to start with Zagster. So we start with his feet. So he's got 3 hits, which generate another hit. Got 4 hits. I think that's 1 wound against your against your Venerable Dread. So it's -3.
6 up.
No.
You know pain?
It's D3, you've got to see how many I do. It is the full 3.
They
Need to make all of them. He's got 2 wounds left. Oh, close.
One of them.
Yeah, he's got 2 wounds, he's gone. Does he blow up though?
Yes, he does.
He does, so D3 more wounds to my dude. 3 fire up funeral pains. Passes 1, so I take 2 wounds, and that's the end of the dread. Right, we speedily went through that, so basically these guys made sure that the pain boy blew up the tank, not necessarily in this order. The war boss obviously finished off the Ironclad with a bit of help from these. He did really well against the Dreadnought, got rid of that. This guy bossed so many saves, it was unreal again. Really, they're like that, they either fold, don't they, or they just keep making them. This game they've kept making them, stuck so many attacks. These guys obviously remain untouched. Grimaluds made it in down here, heroically intervened. He hasn't attacked yet.
I haven't, no.
Grimaluds hasn't, everybody else has.
Yes.
Basically the last guy that was here has got killed as he's moved in. These sort of whiffed against him, but he's still got Grimaluds, so he's going against the war boss.
All hits.
Yeah, he's all hit, sorry. He's got 1 wound. I'm guessing he's strength 6, is he, or strength 5?
Yeah, he's strength 6.
Goes through, so that'll be 2 damage, isn't it?
Yeah, minus 2 damage.
Yeah, so we'll go down to 3 wounds. That would be it. So obviously I think at this stage it's very reminiscent of Helsreach.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be the Marine turn next. And it would be literally, you know, there's a few guardsmen left and an odd sniper and Grimaluds, and that's the way it's looking down there. I think we're getting close to time as well, aren't we, really? It's 10:30 now, so I know what, I'm happy to call it a draw.
I'm happy to call a draw.
I'm happy to
loss. I'm happy to call a loss or a draw.
No, well, what we said at the start, you have to survive,
Yeah,
and I have to kill you. And to be fair, it's going to, turn 4?
Yeah.
I'd say realistically, the way he died, this guy's free, so he's sort of free to clamber up here and try and get in here and start on these guys. As would these. Yes, it'd be a fight down here, but if you keep making your saves like you did, you would still be alive. Turn 4, maybe turn 5. Yes, these would probably smash whatever's left here, but realistically, I think this guy would probably still be alive. Maybe he's rolled so well so far that I've got to go on that assumption. So I'm happy to call it a draw because that was really fun.
Yeah,
it was a really fun game. I bet your arse was going like a rabbit's nose in my first turn. But if I want to see Marines play it, almost like Marines should, you held out, the armour stood firm, you fought back, you fought as good as you give, you know what I mean? And the Orks, yes, had tons and tons of attacks, but it sort of fizzed out against those Terminators, didn't it? Which is how it should be, really. And that was really good, really enjoyable. Even the guard got involved in a bit of boot stomping. That was really cool. The characters that I survived, I didn't expect. I thought this guy would be dead early on. He's proved quite useful, actually, quite versatile. But there's literally, from how much there was there at the start to how much is left, it's so brutal, wasn't it? Absolutely brutal.
Yeah,
right.
Good game.
It was a very good game, Keith. Thanks very much. Really enjoyed that. That was like how I'd imagine a 40k Ork game used to be. Like, that was so good. That was so good. I hope you guys enjoy it. Did something different. Such a good game. It's good fun playing with Orks. And the thing is, like, they are strong, but they do die in droves, and you do feel like when you fight them that, you know, it's as it should be. It almost feels like you're fighting an endless horde. But it gets to a stage where you're like, actually, I'm making headway. The bodies are going, you know, and then you're starting to coming back into the fight. So if you can keep a few key units in there late on, there's always a chance of a good swing. But you know, even if it did, you could see some epic showdown in the middle here between Grimaluds and the war boss.
Oh yes.
But anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Keep the hand to pack up because it's getting late. We'll see you guys soon.